friends, it's Christy. Welcome to Baitley Ditley Has Plans. In today's video, we are doing a review of my planner stack for 2023. So let's take a look. Alrighty friends, I am so excited. So my planner stack for 2023 is going to be very much the same as I did for 2022. I feel like the systems I had in place really worked, and so I'd like to continue with that for another year and see how we do. So just really quickly, we're going to look through these. I'm going to do a flip through one by one, but what I'm doing is I'm using a classic happy planner for my budget, and so we'll take a look through that one. I have the Erin Condren monthly for my social media. And then I did decide to stay with Plum Paper, and I have a 7x9 vertical columns for my everything full life work home planner. So let's go ahead and let's get started with the classic happy planner. Alrighty, so here it is. I picked this up on sale. It was, I think, 40 or 50% off, and then we get an additional 10% off at Michael's with a military discount. This is the dashboard layout, which is the same layout that I currently have for 2022, but they reformatted the dashboard a little bit. So let's take a look. I let Sophie pick this for me, and it was actually perfect because on the top here it says, bloom from within. And my word for my year, I didn't do one in 2022, but I did do one in 2021, is going to be bloom. That's my year. That's my word for the year. And I was excited that this actually said this. So we are going to just flip this open. So this is the cover. Here, I'll take this little, now that we're taking a look at it together, I'm going to peel this off and get the little stickum off. Okay, so I'm going to have to clean that up a little bit better, but I at least got it off. So this is the full front cover. And then here's inside the cover. So we've got this beautiful nameplate page. Hello, this happy planner belongs to. I'm going to take this out. Just gives you a little picture of what the dashboard layout looks like. And then this is just a dark blue. I love this. You know, blues are my favorite colors. You've got 2023 and 2024 year at a glance. It says here, set your goals. So you can do some goal setting here. And then this is sort of like a year at a glance as well, but it's columns of each month in the year and the day of the week. So you've got this. This was similar to my current budget book. And then here, this is interesting to me. So it says January 2023. So maybe like a pre-planning page. It says here important dates, priorities and goals. And then this is the index for January. I always found this confusing because Erin Condren does the same thing. I feel like if it belongs to the month, it should be behind the index, not in front of it. I just think that's strange, but it's pretty. What's interesting too is this is sort of like a lavender color, but this tab here is more like a red, cranberry red. So this is beautiful. I love the florals, especially the watercolor. And so you get the month at a glance here. So it's that same kind of reddish color, notes, and then it's a Sunday. So the notes column on a happy planner is over here on the left instead of on the right, which is the case in my Plum Paper. And then we've got the dashboard layout. So the current book, it used to be, there were two boxes here. Tasks were like a box here, and then this was an open horizontal. So it had more of a horizontal layout. This is interesting because you have this long list of tasks here, this long column here. You still have your important box, you're looking ahead, and then just a note box, and this is grid. So hopefully you can see that. Let me bring it up a little closer. So they've changed the formatting a little bit, and then here is just the dashboard week, and so you get this Monday through Sunday, and then the days of the week, and it's kind of a horizontal layout, more like a boxy though, instead of like all the way across. So that's what each week looks like. And then you get to the back. So that's the last week. And then again, so here's February, this sort of priority and goals page, and then the tab for February. And so this says, fill your heart with love and flowers. Very pretty little sunflowers. And then what's funny is gold tab, but the color on the inside here is this kind of teal green. So all of this looks the same, obviously, so it's got the color of the month here. And then we come to March. Bloom from the Heart. That's a cute saying. I love Happy Planner because I always have these great quotes. So I use these quotes when I do like my covers and stuff like that. This is really pretty. I love this. So there's the month in this pretty lavender color. And then I'm just going to flip. Oh, this one's gorgeous. Love, inspire, encourage, learn, grow, support. Oh, that'd be a good cover quote too. So this is April. Isn't that beautiful? And then it's funny. The inside is this like red again, instead of like this lavender here. I don't know. And then let's see. May is spread joy. June is trust yourself. This is pretty. All the blues again that I like. Flowers need time to bloom. So do you. I've heard that saying before. This is July. Going into August. Ooh, this is pretty. Happiness is found within. That's a good quote too for a cover. It's got a gold tab there. August, September, keep going and growing. Oh, this is like my saying from 2021 I had on my vision board. I think I said, keep going, keep growing. That's September, really pretty, starting to get into some of those like fall colors. October, life is lovely and so are you. Got a little bit of something, a little schmutz there. This is pretty. I like that. And then November, ooh, look at this. That's pretty. No quote here. And then flipping to December, never be afraid of change. These are pretty. And then let's just see if there's anything, what's on the back. I think that's it. I think it just, yeah, you just get one final notes page in a dot grid with that pretty leaf pattern here on the side. So this is my classic Happy Planner. That is going to be my budget book. That's just the back cover here. Let's see if I can get this off. So that's the pattern on the back. Get this off. And I will be taking these rings off because I have the gigantic gold ones that I'll be using because I'm going to take out the weeks and I will be putting my budget by paycheck workbook with it. I did the printout of my book. So this is printed at 83%. And so you can see here, like this is a January expense tracker. And what I will do is I will take this full stack and I will take it to Office Depot and they will cut it down for me. They just take the whole stack and cut 4 cuts and it's like a couple bucks. I don't know, maybe it's less than $10. Maybe it's $10 now, maybe with inflation. So basically what I print from the PDF that I have is I do 2 paycheck bill trackers for each month because I get paid twice a month. I do a cash envelope breakdown. This one sheet has for 2 paychecks, so that's perfect. I just need the one sheet. I do 6 of these expense trackers because I use 2 for my debit card, 2 for cash, and then 2 for my other bank account that I have. So it's basically 1 per paycheck. And then there's a debt payment plan. I use this for my car. That's the only debt I have. And then my monthly net worth tracker and a where did my money go. There are a couple of other worksheets. This is where did my money go? And then this is a comparison of debt to savings. Where did my money go in terms of monthly debt and savings breakdown? And then this is the spending last month versus this month. So that's what I print and cut down. And then I'll insert it into here. So that's what I'm doing for my budget book. Okay, next let's take a look at my social media planner. Because I use this all through the year, I went ahead and bought this cover. It's so cute. It's the metallic New Year cover. It says 2023, and I put my at Bitly Ditly has plans there. I just kind of wanted, I just wanted something with the year on it for some reason. And so this is the 7x9, and I did get the Harmony Neutral. So here's the inside cover, the name page. So you can see it's the very muted colors as opposed to the colorful. So here you have 2022, like sort of the last half of 2022, and then 2023 at a glance. You get the 12 boxes. A goal is a dream with a deadline. And here's where I normally put sort of my tracking on my growth each month. And then we get right into the monthly tabs. You get a line page here, and then here's January. Discover the power when you choose to connect. And it's just, this is why I bought this version, because while I like the colors in the colorful, if that makes sense, it had the pattern up here, and I don't like that. I just want it very plain. They stopped making a truly neutral planner, but this was as close to neutral as I could get, because I do like to sticker it up, and I feel like it doesn't make sense to sticker over the pattern. And I have the mid-century circles currently, and I'm always having to white out if the sticker doesn't fit all the way. So you just get the monthly view, you get the dashboard and the line page here, and then just get several line pages. So if you count each side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 line pages for each month, which is totally plenty for me in my social media planner. So we'll just flip through the tabs so you can see the color. The best way to predict your future is to create it. So this is February, and this is the color scheme there. You can see it on the dashboard. So really, this is all you get in terms of the pattern is just up here on the dashboard, which is totally fine with me. That doesn't bother me so much here. At least most of it is neutral, like it's not down in this box or anything like that. So March, when you find balance, you find peace. So it's this pretty kind of lavender color. So there's that color. And then April, the strongest version of yourself can emerge from the toughest of circumstances. Oh, that's a nice quote. I like that. It's this pretty kind of periwinkle color. And again, just the pattern up there. And then May, let go of what you can't control and just breathe. That's a nice one. Kind of this slate bluish green color. Again, just a little bit up top there. With a plan and hard work, you can achieve anything. This is June. Kind of like a beige taupe kind of color. So there's the dashboard. And then July, when it seems impossible, continue to believe in yourself. Kind of a blush color here. Let's see what the dashboard looks like. Yeah, just very little bit there. Very pretty. August, mindset is everything. I like this color. This is pretty. I don't know if that's kind of like a mauve maybe. What'd you call that? So there's that. And then September, you matter just as you are. So again, kind of a lavenderish maybe. That's pretty, kind of grayish. I like that. There's no force more powerful than determination to create change. So here's October. It's got kind of that blue, again, kind of that color scheme. A little bit lighter. November is serenity comes when you make peace with your present. Kind of a sage green kind of color. I love how neutral it is. There's the little detail there at the top. And then December, there's power and kindness. This is kind of a beige, kind of a khaki beige color. And then that is the dashboard page. And then, let's see, I think, yeah. After the last line pages, you have Heritage and Awareness Observances for 22, kind of the last part of 2022, and then 2023, the full year there. And then a year at a glance for future planning for 2024. And then just the back page, and you get, I think, a couple sheets, yeah, 2 sheets of these Erin Condren stickers. And then the 2 pocket little folder back here. So you got a pocket here and a pocket here. And then this is just the inside of my back cover. And there it is, just all plain here. So yeah, I love this. This system really works well for me for social media, just because I have place for notes. I have a place to plan out what videos I'm doing and all that kind of thing. So this has worked really, really well for me. Okay, and I love the Erin Condren paper. You guys know I do. I talk about it all the time. The reason I don't use it as my everything planner is just because the layout is a little bit different, and I like the vertical columns of the Plum paper. So that's my social media. Let's move to the Plum paper. Alrighty, friends, here she is. It is the classic 7x9 size. I have this cover here. It's called Vanilla, I believe, which is kind of funny. I don't know if this is like the vanilla plant. I've never seen it. But let me just move the hardcover out of the way. I personalized it with Bloom Where You Are Planted, which is why when we saw the Happy Planner that had Bloom from Within, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I have 2 covers that say Bloom now. But let's just kind of talk about the book in general. So you'll notice I have this ginormous coil, and how I get that is I actually order 18 months, And then I max out the add-ons to get as big a book as I possibly can. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it all apart and recoil it the way that I want it. So I did this last year as well. What I have from last year is, if you saw the setup of my 2022 planner video, you'll see that I had taken it apart and I took January through June of 2023 out of that book. So what I ordered here is July of 2023 all the way through December of 2024. And I'm going to do the same thing where I take this coil off. I'm going to take the first 6 months out of this book, combine it with the 6 months that I had from the last book, and that'll give me my year on this gigantic coil here, which works perfectly once I start stickering it up. It really, I learned in 2021 that the coil was just too small when I bought just 12 months. And so basically, friends, I don't even have to buy a 2024 planner. I already have it. So it'll just be waiting for me when I finish out 2023. So that's how I order this. Now let's kind of flip through this book. So the Plum Paper, they send you in it this little card and they give you a little sample of the cover material. It's water resistant, tear proof, rigid and sturdy. So you can use this to kind of, you can see you can't really tear this. You can certainly mangle it, but it's not going to tear. So Plum Paper, it's a beautiful day to make plans. So this is kind of information about the planner, kind of how to take care of it, keep it cool, clean, neat, keep it fresh, that kind of thing. So the way they do their covers is there's a hard, clear plastic cover, which I usually end up mangling and having to rip off before the end of the year. And then you get this cover with sort of that flexible plastic cover material. Now I will say, this is something you need to do if you want your cover to be interchangeable. You do need to put in the notes to snip the cover to make it interchangeable, which I did. I think they just got so busy with their Black Friday orders that they did not snip this. That's not a problem for me since I'm uncoiling this, and I'll just uncoil it and snip it myself. That's not a problem. As long as you have some nice sharp shears, this material is very easy to snip. So here's the front cover. Inside is always this gray herringbone pattern. And then you have your title page or name page. You get 2023 year at a glance, 2024, and then you have 12 boxes with each of the months on here for special dates. So this is where I put all of the birthdays, anniversaries, and then I put my contracted meetings that I already have set up for 2023 in here as well. Just kind of a quick month glance. This next set of 12 boxes are for ideas, plans, and goals, anything you want to use this for. And then you got a blank page and you dive right into the months. So this is the colorful scheme. No, sorry, this is the modern scheme. So they have kind of like an original one, and then they have a neutral one, which is the neutral one is pretty much, I think, this color. And then their original color palette, it's like you get 3 or 4 months of like variations of the same color. And before they came out with this modern color scheme, that's what I had because I like the colorful tabs, but it was like month after month of like this same teal. And it was like by the time you got to a color change, it was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. So I really like this one because you only get 1 month of each color and then it repeats itself. So here's July. And of course with Plum, if you've watched any of my plan with me, you know you get the dashboard here, and it is on sort of this cardstock with kind of a slick finish. So you want to make sure you're using permanent pens, or if you're writing with a regular gel pen, you got to let it dry because it will smear. There's a lined page here. Then you get your monthly view, and then you dive right into each week of the month. Now, what Plum Paper does is you can tell that these days do not belong in July because they're grayed out. So the July 1st is Saturday here, starts with the color scheme for the month, but you get duplicate weeks. So as we flip through this, I'll show you. We're going to flip through each week in July. I have the vertical columns. I do not customize any of these headers, which you could. The to-do here, I think I just leave it, and the notes, because I think if I wanted to do away with these, it's actually considered a customization and you get charged for it. I don't customize down here at all because I like to just put washi there. And I do my rings from my watch here. You have the month at a glance here on each week. So here we have the end of July, and you see these dates that are grayed, they actually belong in August. Now, when we flip into August, I'm just going to show you the last page is lined. I do a monthly cleaning add-on, and I have it dispersed at the back of each month. You could do all of them behind a tab. They'll create a tab and put all of them there, but I like my cleaning page with each month. So that's my cleaning page. And then going into August. So again, the dashboard, lined page, your monthly view, and then this duplicate week. So again, let me just go back here so you can see real quick. So here's the 31st to August 6th. Here's July 31st to August 6th. Now, the reason they duplicate that, friends, is because with Plum Paper, you can start your planner any month of the year. If you decide you don't like the layout you have, say in April, you can order one to start in May. So that's why they do that. And I totally appreciate and respect that. I know it might seem sort of wasteful or duplicative, but I do it this way. What I do is I get to the end of the month and I'm like, more days of this week fall in August, so I will not use this week spread. I'll use it here. I look at how many days fall in the month, and whichever one has more of the days in that month, I use it there. And this one, I just use as extra notes pages or line, whatever. If I need, I just use it for extra scratch paper. Doesn't bother me at all. So here's August, kind of this teal green, this dark teal. Again, just each of the weeks. The month ends with a lined page, my monthly cleaning, and then September. So I'll just flip through the colors. They're very plain. It just has the month in a very clean, crisp, capitalized font. So I'm just flipping through so you can see the colors. And then December, and then we go back to that dark blue for January. So like I said, this is all of 2024 right here. So I'm just going to take this and put it on a coil, and boom, I'm ready for 2024 because it all has the monthly cleaning page. I did everything. Each month has the monthly cleaning page behind it. And then what I did is for the notes pages, you can do dot grid, lined. I think you can even do blank, like just solid blank pages. So this is the index for notes. I maxed this out, which I think was maybe 20 pages. And I did the dot grid because I think this year, like I said, I didn't do a vision board for 2022. I really want to try to do one for 23 because I really kind of ended up missing it. Like just having it to look at and just to kind of remind me of things that I wanted to do in the year. I'm not a super goal setter. Like I don't do goals for each week and each month and all of that kind of thing. But I think just big picture, looking over the year, I can handle that. I can kind of handle some goals that I want for the year. So I maxed out on the dot grid. I won't keep all of this in my book because I really don't need it. But I'll probably take 2 of these pages and put them in the front to do a vision board with. So let me get to the last dot grid page. So here we have a contacts page. I don't really use this here in my book, so I would probably just take it out. Same with this passwords page. And then you get 2025, because like I said, my book goes all the way through 2024. Have that at a glance. And then you get a 2-sided little pocket file folder. And then the inside back cover looks just like the front. And then here's the back of my cover. And then the other back, which is the hard plastic. So that's it, friends. This is my planner stack. I have my Plum Paper, I have my Erin Condren, and I have my Happy Planner. So 3 planners to get me through the year. Like I said, I feel like the system really worked for me. Let me know your thoughts, kind of what you're doing with your planner stack. I have been watching a couple of videos of yours, that those of you that have channels, just kind of checking them out. Checking out friends that are on Instagram. It's so exciting to start a new year with a new planner. I love having a new book at the beginning of the new year. So, alrighty friends, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you can catch future content on my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.